All right. So how old was your son when you allowed his girlfriend to move in?
She came in shortly after high school, so he was 18, going on 19. He's now 20.
All right. So here's my question for you. Why would you allow an 18-year-old to come live in your house with your son? So you know what goes on with them staying in a room together. So you allowed that in your house with your children there. On that date, he was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
Were you aware about the impeding the breath, basically strangulation on that same date?
No,
Did you know that he owns a gun?
no,
So you never seen him with a gun before?
no.
Are you aware that he threatened her life?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that he threatened to kill her whole family?
No, that I didn't.
Okay. Are you aware that he used a gun on her?
No, sir.
Are you aware that he put that gun in her mouth and threatened to kill her?
Why did you do this?
I was, my buttons were pushing. I guess I just reacted. I honestly, I didn't know I could react. I ever could react that way. I've never.
All right. What buttons were pushed?
In the American legal system, over 90% of cases are resolved through a plea bargain, a negotiated settlement between the prosecution and defense. But what happens when that agreement reaches the judge's desk and the judge decides it simply isn't enough? In this case, a defendant facing multiple violent felony charges has lined up family members to argue for leniency and probation. As you watch, pay close attention to how the judge weighs the emotional pleas for mercy against the cold, hard facts of the charges. The question for us to analyze is this: when a judge rejects a plea, is it a necessary check on the system or a potential judicial overreach? Let's break down the law.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 007063, 2025 CR 006031, 2025 CR 007000, State versus Troy Xavier Trevino. Can I have parties announce?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Travis Kettner for Mr. Trevino, Your Honor, we're ready.
And are you Mr. Trevino?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Just one moment. Off the record for a moment. Deputy Lord, if you could move them down to the other end. All right, we're back on the record. And in each of these cause numbers, you entered a plea of no contest. In the cause number ending in 6-3, you entered a plea of no contest to count 3. The state waived counts 1 and counts 2. And 3-1 and 0-0, you entered a plea of no contest. Oh, and I'm so sorry. We also have 2025 CR 007003, where you entered a plea of no contest. Just one moment. Did you enter into a plea on 2025 CR 006031?
That's going to be TIC as part of this.
All right.
Yes, that's correct.
So then there's a correction. The defendant did not enter a plea in 2025 CR 006031. That is a case that will be taken in consideration. The defendant did enter a plea of no contest in 2025 CR 007003. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI?
No, Judge.
None from the state.
None from the defense.
All right. Does anyone have any witnesses?
We do, Judge.
The state does not have any witnesses. The state only has argument.
All right, defense, you may call your witness.
Judge, we're going to start with Maria Trevino.
Good morning. All right, just make sure you keep your voice up. It's so that the court reporter will be able to hear and so that I'll be able to hear as well. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Maria Trevino.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Trevino, how do you know Troy?
Troy Trevino is my nephew.
And so how long have you known him?
Always.
Have you, and of course, you're aware why we're here today, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so you know the nature of the charges against him?
Yes, sir.
And it's certainly, you know that two of them involve an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes, sir.
Were you surprised when you heard that Troy had been arrested?
Yes, sir.
And why were you surprised?
Because that is not character of my nephew.
To your knowledge, had he ever been arrested before these incidents?
No, sir.
And you know that why we're here today, right?
Yes, sir.
So Judge Boyd is going to sentence him based on kind of the situation, all the different charges today, correct?
Yes, sir.
And if he were to receive probation, which is obviously what you want,
Yes, sir.
would you be, knowing about how probation works, be able to support him and assist him with probation?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Are you afraid of him?
No, sir. Not at all.
Are you worried about having him in your home?
No, sir. Not at all.
And so if you needed, you know, if he needed a ride to one of his classes, was that something you'd be willing to do?
Yes, sir.
Or borrow a little bit of money?
Yes,
Some of
sir.
these things cost money. And you understand that as part of this, he has acknowledged he has a drug addiction problem, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And so do you use drugs
No, sir.
and you maintain, do you live near him?
Yes, sir.
And is your home nice, clean, drug-free home?
Yes, sir.
And so knowing all this, you would like to ask the judge for probation, is that correct?
Probation. Yes, sir.
Who passed the witness, Judge?
Dave?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Mr. Trevino.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for coming this morning. I have a few questions for you. You said that Troy is your nephew, correct?
Yes.
So, like you said, you've known him his whole life, right?
Yes.
Have you ever known of him to be violent?
No, sir.
Have you ever known of him to be violent towards women?
No, sir.
Did you know that he owns a gun?
No, sir.
So you never seen him with a gun before?
No.
You ever seen him in possession of any type of drugs?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen him under the influence of anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever seen him abuse alcohol before?
No, sir.
Ever appear drunk in front of you?
No.
How familiar are you with the facts of these cases that he's here for in court today?
In my heart, right? You're saying facts.
Well, let me ask you this way. Has anyone talked to you about what happened on these 2 days between Troy and the victim incidents? Okay, so you kind of have a little bit of an idea of what happened. Are you aware that he threatened her life?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that he threatened to kill her whole family?
No, that I didn't.
Okay. Are you aware that he used the gun on her?
No, sir.
Are you aware that he put that gun in her mouth and threatened to kill her?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that he choked her?
No.
Are you aware that he choked her to the point where she almost passed out?
On that one, he had posted something on social media.
Okay, so you kind of had a little bit of idea about that?
Mhm.
Okay. And you are aware that both of these incidents only took place a few months from each other, correct?
No, sir.
Okay, so do you understand one of them happened in January and one of them happened in March of this year?
No, she didn't state when that happened. She put it on Facebook.
But you are aware that there are multiple instances of violence by Troy towards the victim, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
We have no further questions for this witness, Judge.
All right. Any objections to the court asking a question?
None from the state.
No, Judge, thank
All right. Have you had any contact with the complainant?
Excuse me?
Have you had any contact with the complainant?
I think she might.
you. The victim.
No,
Oh, sorry. And does your nephew have any children?
no, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Any other questions?
Judge, we
I'm
got-
sorry, any other
yeah, we got
witnesses?
just a couple.
Oh, no problem. Call your next witness.
And then Trevino.
Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Landon Flores.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Landon, how long have you known Troy Trevino?
I've known Troy almost my whole life.
And how is he related?
Oh, hold on one second. He needs to speak or speak.
Troy's my cousin.
And you're aware why we're here today, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're aware of the charges that Troy has pleaded guilty to, correct?
Yes, sir.
And of course, you know that they are very serious, including aggravated assault
Yes, sir.
and what they would call family violence, choking,
Yes, yes, sir.
brought up by the prosecutor with the last witness. Knowing this, are you afraid of Troy?
No, sir.
And prior to him being in jail, did you all spend a lot of time together?
Yes, sir.
And it's you all about the same age?
Yes, sir.
Prior to these problems, have you ever known Troy to be in trouble?
No, sir.
Did you go to high school with him?
For a couple of years.
And during that time, was he a good student?
Yes, sir. He would attend all his classes and he was mostly focused on baseball.
And in fact, he lettered in baseball, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And he graduated from Lanier High School, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, part of why we're here is we're asking the judge to place Troy on probation. You're aware of that, right?
Yes, sir.
If he was placed on probation, you feel like you could be supportive of his time on probation?
For sure.
So one of the questions we asked Maria earlier was, if he needed to ride somewhere to go to a class, is that something he's willing to do?
Yes, sir.
And he doesn't live with you, right?
No, sir.
But he doesn't live near you.
Yes, sir.
And so you're asking the judge, very respectfully, to place him on probation.
Yes, sir.
Have some witness.
State any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. You said your name was Landon, right?
Yes.
Okay. My apologies. I just
No,
missed your
you're
first name.
good.
And you're Troy's cousin,
Yes.
like first cousin?
Yes.
So you've known him his whole life?
Yes.
You guys ever hung out together?
Yes.
How often?
Saw a few times. We've been fishing, had a sleepover when growing up. Me, him, my brother.
Okay. So sleepovers and fishing. So you guys grew up together?
Yes, sir.
Did a lot of activities together?
Yes, sir.
And you said you went to high school with him for a little bit? And you said he played baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you play baseball as well?
Yes.
So you guys were on the team together?
No, for high school, no. I stopped playing baseball, but growing up, yeah, we played baseball together. Baseball and football.
Gotcha. Okay. So just growing up like out home fun, you guys had playing football and baseball together, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I see what you're. Are you familiar at all with the facts of what happened in these two cases?
Kind of, not really, because when I found out everything happened, there's like, oh, this, like, throw me in jail.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you ever know about Troy being in a relationship with the victim?
Yes, I knew her.
Have you ever met her before?
Yes.
Have you ever known Troy to be a violent person?
No, sir.
Was there violent towards you at all?
No,
Other than maybe normal childhood roughhousing stuff?
sir.
You ever seen Troy use drugs?
No, sir.
You guys ever seen him use alcohol?
No,
So you guys never drank together or anything like
no,
that?
sir. I don't do none of that stuff myself.
That's good. I'm glad. Thank you. So would it surprise you then, like I asked, your aunt, I guess, is she your mom or your aunt?
That's not.
That's your mother. My apologies.
No, no, you're good.
Would it surprise you, like I asked your mother, if there are facts alluding to the Troy putting a gun in the victim's mouth
Yes,
and threatening to kill her,
yes,
threatening to kill her whole family?
yes,
That would surprise you?
yes,
Okay. Would it surprise you that he choked her
yes, sir.
almost upon her losing consciousness?
Yes, sir.
But other than that, you've never seen Troy be angry before?
No, sir.
All right, I'll pass the witness round.
We have no further questions for this one.
All right, thank you so much for coming down.
Our next witness, Your Honor, is Maria Farias.
Maria Farias.
Angie, excuse me.
All right, sorry, Angie Farias. And State, do you have that dismissal?
I do. I was gonna tender it after if you want me. Okay.
Hello,
Hi, good morning, Your
good
Honor.
morning. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Angie Farias.
Thank you so much for speaking up. All right, defense?
Yes. Just so we ask, how do you know Troy?
Troy is my godson,
And he's also your nephew,
and
correct?
he is also my nephew, yes.
How long have you known him?
Oh, right.
And during that time, have you ever known him to be in trouble?
No,
At the time that all this happened, were you aware that he was working?
yes.
You know where he was working?
I want to say it was some company that dealt with like construction and demolition.
To the best of your knowledge, was that a full-time job?
Yes, very full time.
Now, you're aware of the reason we're here today, correct?
Yes, I am.
And you know that we're going to be asking the judge to place Troy on probation, is that right?
Yes,
Now, if he's placed on probation, he's going to have rules that he needs to follow, things he can do, things he cannot do. You're aware of that?
yes, I am.
Are you willing to assist him in meeting his responsibilities of probation?
Most definitely.
So for instance, if we thought before, if he needed a ride someplace,
Yes, I would be willing to provide transportation.
if he needed a little bit of money, they have, different fees and services and things he would need to pay for.
I too would also be willing to assist with that.
Do you live near him?
I do.
Are you afraid of Troy?
No,
Now you're aware of the charges that he's pled to, which he has pled guilty to.
yes,
And so you know they are very serious,
yes,
and you know they involve violence.
yes, I do.
But even knowing that, you're not worried about being around him or anything.
Not at all.
We're absolutely.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning.
Ms. Farias,
Yes.
Troy is your nephew?
My godson, my nephew, yes,
Nephew Godson. Okay, so you've been involved with him his whole life then, right?
whole life.
Okay. How was he growing up?
How was he? How was he?
How was he growing up? Yes, towards you, towards the family, things like that.
Very loving, respectful, active, fun, playful.
Ever show any anger towards you or the family?
No, never.
Ever seen him act out before?
No,
Did he ever have any trouble in school?
never.
So do you know how it came about that he became in ownership of a gun?
No,
Okay, so you never knew he had a gun?
I did not.
Okay, did you ever know of him to have a drug problem?
No,
Okay, so that surprises you that he does
Yes.
use drugs
very surprised.
and alcohol as well? Okay. Are you familiar at all with the facts of what happened?
Yes,
Okay. So you are aware that he put a gun in the victim's mouth?
I didn't have all the specific details, but I did know that he was put in jail. After speaking with my brother and my sister-in-law, they did briefly give me some of the information of what occurred, but I did not know about
Were you at least aware that he was in a relationship with her?
yes,
Did you ever meet her before?
yes,
Did you ever see them together?
yes.
Did you ever see any signs that caused you any concern for you between the two of them?
My personal opinion,
Yes, please.
yes, even at family functions, I mean, they got along well in front. And maybe just something from not having given I'm thinking of Thanksgiving, not giving the right beverage where it was like, oh, I didn't want that. And maybe just kind of, she did not get upset to like where she made a huge tantrum, but she just easily became bothered by the fact that, for example, oh, I told you I wanted a big red, but you gave me sweet tea, and I was like,
Right.
okay, because I love him so much, I'm like, this is just me speaking, but that's not very healthy for this,
Okay, so you saw issues of concern from her behavior.
Yeah,
Did you ever see any issues of concern from his behavior towards her?
no,
Did you ever talk to Troy about your concerns about their relationship between him and her?
just very little, like, hey, puppy, just, I don't like that she got upset. I know, Bia, I know. But is it all the time? No, Bia, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just something that I saw or at the moment type of thing. Maybe she had a bad morning, but yeah, concerns from him.
Ask the witness.
No further
All
questions.
right, thank you so much for coming down.
We just have the parents left.
All right, call your next witness.
No Trevino, please.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Trevino.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
How do you know Troy?
He is my son.
And so obviously you've known him his whole life.
Yes,
Prior to this, had Troy ever been in trouble?
no,
How was he as a student?
he was a great student.
And did he graduate from high school?
Yes, he did.
And from where did he graduate?
He graduated from Lanier High School
And when was that?
in 2023.
And he was an athlete there?
Yes,
Did he play on the varsity baseball team?
yes, he did.
Did he play any other sports?
He just played baseball all his life. That's all he ever did.
When he graduated, what did he do?
He was supposed to go to college. He got 2 baseball scholarships to go play, but he decided not to go.
Did he go to work?
Yes, he did.
And where was he working?
At American Abatement, Demolition and Construction.
And very briefly, what type of job is that?
They would go demolition, old buildings, and that's what he would do.
How much money did he make working?
I want to say it was $20 an hour.
Was there a lot of overtime as well?
There was some overtime when he was open.
Did he have a job title there? Was he a supervisor or anything?
Yeah, I think he was an assistant.
Now, you're aware, obviously, of why we're here.
Yes, sir.
So, prior to these incidents, right, had Troy ever been arrested?
No,
Not as a juvenile?
no.
And to the best, and obviously, this isn't a PSI, but he's not a gang member or
Oh,
anything.
no, he's not.
Were you surprised when he got arrested?
Yes.
Why were you surprised?
I didn't think he would ever get in trouble like that.
And you're obviously very familiar with the charges.
Yes, I am.
And so you know there's an aggravated assault, which is a very serious
Yes.
charge, as well as probably the next most serious charge is of choking.
Yeah.
Had you ever seen Troy be violent with anybody prior to this incident?
No.
Now, one of the things that has come to light through this process is Troy's struggle with drug addiction. Prior to these incidents, did you know that he was a drug user?
No, I did not.
And you know, one of the things, the main reason why we're here, obviously, we're gonna ask the judge to place him on probation, right?
Yes.
Part of probation, there's gonna be certain things that he can do, certain things that he cannot do. If he was placed on probation, would he be living with you?
Yes.
And prior to this, he was also living with you,
Yes.
right? So you understand that, kind of as part of his probation, right? Are you able to foster a home where he
Oh,
can be
yes.
successful?
Yes.
So you don't use drugs?
No, I don't.
Wife, obviously, she doesn't
No.
use drugs. Tell me the story like that.
I would have he's 20.
So, do you feel like, he can be successful?
Oh, yeah. He has his whole life to live ahead of him.
Judge will pass away.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Troy's your son, right?
Yes, sir.
You love your son, right?
Yes, of course.
You don't want to see him get in trouble,
No.
right?
I don't ever want to see any of my kids get in trouble.
Understood. Neither would any father,
Yeah.
right? How was Troy growing up? Did he get in trouble at all?
No, he didn't. He was all about sports.
Did you ever have to discipline him at any point in time when he
No,
was a child?
no.
Okay. Did you know that he owned a gun?
No, I did not.
Do you know how he got the gun?
No, I do not.
Okay. You are aware of these charges, correct?
Yes.
When people commit crime, do you think they should face proper punishment?
Yes.
So regardless of prison or probation, you think Troy should face some type of acceptable punishment?
I think he's already been facing acceptable punishment.
Okay. So you don't think anything further should be done with this?
Probation.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Go for the questions.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Call your next witness.
Sammy Trevino?
Would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record. All right. Defense, you may proceed.
Hi, Sammy. How do you know Troy?
He's my world and my son.
I'm sorry, I did.
He's my world and my son.
And so you know why we're here today, correct?
I do.
Prior to these incidents, had Troy ever been in trouble?
Also,
And what type of a student was
He was a good student. He was straight A for the most part. He was athletic. He played sports. He was never a trouble child or never. He was never.
he? And were you surprised when he got arrested? Prior to this incident, how long had he been involved with the victim?
With Indiana, I would say maybe a year to 2 years. Did I approve? No.
Is she about the same age as him? Now you say you did not approve of her. Why did you not approve of her?
There was a lot of manipulation in their relationship, mainly on her part. But as a mother, I'm going to support my child, and if that is who he chooses in his life, I'm going to support both parties.
Part of this process, we've talked about this, is if he's on probation, he can have no more contact with this young lady, period. And in this particular instance, because of the circumstances and the way they came down, she is the victim of these crimes.
I understand. Do I agree?
And I understand that as well, right? Now, if Troy is placed on probation, would he be able to live with you?
Oh, that's where he stays, other than when he was staying there with her off and on.
Are you worried about having Troy in your house?
No, never. It's my child.
And he's never been violent with you?
No, never.
And to the best of your knowledge, you've never been violent with any of his relatives, friends, because of it.
That's not his demeanor. That's not his age.
Now, we've talked about this before, obviously, but you've also heard some of the substance of these charges.
Right.
The most serious is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. There's also the choking charge.
Which I hear now.
And knowing about that, even knowing about those charges, are you worried about having Troy in your house?
No.
Now, if he's placed on probation, there's going to be certain things that he's required to do, certain things he cannot do. You're aware of that, right? Are you willing to provide him with transportation if necessary to attend classes, things like that? Are you able to, if necessary, loan him money?
Yeah.
To pay for, court requirements, court fees, things like that? If he, now, prior to this, he was employed, is that right?
Yes.
And where was that?
It was a demolition company, something in Dayton. My head is everywhere at the moment, but
I understand, but he was employed full time.
yes, full time, and he was his certifications, everything. He was ready to be a lead or a foreman.
And how much did he earn?
About $20-something an hour. So
it's a full time job. It's a real job.
A real job, not
With good money and all that.
very good benefits.
And he's got certifications, so even if he did not go back there, he could go someplace else in short order and get a
Not
similar type of job. Would he ever need trouble as a juvenile, like juvenile cases or anything?
Or we didn't allow that opportunity. We kept them in sports, very active.
Judge will pass things.
Any questions?
Just a few. Good morning, Mr. Trevino. Thank you for coming this morning. And thank you for showing support for your son. You testified that you'd be comfortable with him returning to the home. Who lives in the home currently?
Mom, dad, sister, and brother.
Sister, brother. How old is his sister?
Sister, 16.
And how old is his brother?
Brother,
I'm sorry, 7?
7.
7 years. Okay. You're aware of these charges, correct? And had you met the victim before?
Oh, yes.
She used to live with you? How long did she live with you guys?
Excuse me, just a second off the record. You in the Gap shirt? What did the deputy say about talking to inmates? Are you on the docket? Are you on the docket today?
He's on the docket, Judge. He came in late.
Who are you talking to? All right, so everyone, you can't talk across the courtroom. You can't talk across the gallery. That's an issue. It has to do with safety with the deputies. Does everyone understand? All right, sorry about that. We're back on the record. You may continue.
Thank you. And you said that she lived with you for a year?
Yeah.
How was she in your home?
When Ileana first came into our home, I was a better things shifted. When attitudes started to come about and, simple things became about it. I didn't like the disagreements, so I'll start to leave because between my husband and I, we don't make our issues known to our children. It's done private, not like, So I asked her, if you cannot get along here, then you cannot leave her. And she had her own place and I asked her to go out because I don't control.
Where did she stay in your home? Did she stay in his room? Okay, so they stayed in the room together? Okay. Did you ever hear of any commotion going on in the room when the two of them were there?
More so bickering and being like, louder. That's when mom and dad because again, you don't condone that and you guys you're not contributing to our house, you're not paying the bills, you don't have to pay in our house, and you don't see how you know it's in the house.
Understood. How often would you see Troy and Ileana bicker?
Not quite often, but if they did, it was related to a point to share needs.
Okay. Did you ever see Troy be aggressive with her in your home?
As far as physical,
Did you ever see him verbally abuse her?
amazing.
Both to each other? Okay. Were you aware that Troy owned a gun?
Yeah.
Do you know how he got that gun?
Not gun. So, I don't know how to do it.
Were you aware that he was abusing drugs?
No,
You aware that he was abusing alcohol?
no.
That's wrong.
No further questions?
All right, any objections to the court asking a few questions?
None from the state.
No.
All right, so how old was your son when you allowed his girlfriend to move in?
She came in shortly after high school, so he was 18, going on 19. He's now 20.
And how old was she?
She's about the same age.
All right, so here's my question for you. Why would you allow an 18-year-old to come live in your house with your son?
So my answer to that is, Ileana has always given me the story that her parents have never been there for her. So being that she liked our environment, that we were very family oriented, she felt comfortable at our.
But you're letting them stay in a room together? So you know what goes on with them staying in a room together? So you allowed that in your house with your children there? Now, my other question is, are you aware that he had 2 cases against him where she's the complainant, January 24th, 2025? Are you aware that on that date, he was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon?
No.
Were you aware about the impeding the breath, basically strangulation on that same date?
No, no.
All right, so I'm assuming he was arrested on those days.
Yes, and not at my home. It was at her home.
Okay, so he's arrested at her house.
On those days,
Yes.
no, the only arrest that I know that he was placed on was in March.
All right, so you're not aware that he was ever arrested for the January 24th, 2025. So when he gets arrested on March 14th, 2025 for the continuous violence, is that when you allowed him back in your home?
I will allow him in my home anytime.
No. My question is,
He didn't come home.
He didn't come home.
No, that day that incident happened, he was at Ileana's house.
all right, and did you ever talk to him about what happened?
No,
All right, so where do you think, because I'm listening to your testimony, to your husband's testimony, and to the other person's testimony, where did he learn that in order to solve issues, you become violent with your partner?
I don't know, to be honest, and I would love to know that as a parent, as a mother, or someone who doesn't condone that behavior, I don't know. So those are all questions I still have for my child when he comes in.
All right, thank you so much. All right, any other witnesses? All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Troy Xavier Trevino.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you. Troy, how long have you been in jail?
I've been incarcerated approximately 7 months.
So that would be since March.
Yes, sir.
Prior to going to jail, how were you employed?
I was working for American Abatement Demolition. I was a crew lead. I basically ran my own crew while the foreman and the supervisor went over blueprints. I actually got to get hands-on with the blueprints and safety action plans. Basically going over like how a job site's going to get completed, basically like discussing how many men do we think we'll need to complete that job, what proper tools we'll need, what proper safety gear will be needed. basically everything that'll be needed for the job and just make sure the job gets executed within that time frame.
I'm holding here a big stack of cards. Do you recognize these?
Yes, sir. Those are all my work certifications.
And there's approximately 18 cards, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And those are all, I would say, advanced certifications that you, classes and things like that you completed at your
Yes,
job.
sir. Aerial lift, confined space, asbestos, lead handling, heavy machinery, aerial, basically.
Now, and approximately how much money did you make working for these guys?
So I was making about 21 to 22 an hour.
And there was overtime as well?
Yes, sir. When the jobs required overtime, it was over.
Now, since you've been in jail, so for the past 7 months, have you taken any classes in the jail?
Yes, sir, I have. I've completed a Parenting Plus class. I'm currently enrolled in a faith-based 12-step recovery class through Chrysalis Ministry Group. We're currently on step 4. I just went this past Wednesday. They also offer an outpatient program through their ministry group. So if I were to get released, I'd pick up right where I left off in the jail.
And you've also taken some of the,
I took a
let me ask you, you've also taken some of the BIP class, right?
yes, sir, which is a Battery Intervention Prevention Program class. I've completed 10 hours of that.
So you received a certificate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as this Chrysalis program, is that one that they do provide outside of the Bear County Jail?
Yes, sir. They offer trade school classes. They help you get back into the workforce. They offer anger management, therapy, and what my main one is a 12-step recovery.
And so is it fair to say that you are an addict?
Yes, sir.
And
Which I've acknowledged that, and I've made the initiative on my own while I was incarcerated to address all my personal issues and get myself back on track, so I can show that I'm a successful member of society and that it was a mistake. That I've learned my lesson and that I feel I deserve a second chance to get back out there in the world and prove that I've learned that it was a mistake and that I can be a productive, safe member of society.
now, you know the reason we're here today, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you know, obviously, we're going to be asking the judge to place you on probation, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now, as part of that probation, you and I have reviewed the PSI. One of the recommendation is not the correct word, but the statement from probation is that if you're placed on probation, they would ask that the judge send you to SATF. Are you aware of what SATF is?
Yes, sir.
So it's inpatient treatment, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you have come so far while you have been in jail, what we're going to be asking the judge to do is to place you on what they call IOP, which is intensive outpatient treatment. You're aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Based on the classes that you've taken and the time that you've had to reflect on this, do you feel that you would be successful with intensive outpatient treatment?
100%, sir.
And also, as part of probation, we have also talked about this, you are not to have any contact with this lady anymore
That is what I say, and I'm 100% okay with that, sir.
for the rest of your life.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't have any children with her,
No, sir.
so there's no reason for you to have anything to do with her.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're familiar with your charges, obviously, right?
Yes, sir.
And the most serious of those is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes, sir.
Did you commit that crime?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get the gun?
Unauthorized use.
Somebody from the neighborhood?
Yes. Yes, sir, something like that.
And at the time, if you had that gun, were you using the drugs?
I was, yes, sir, occasionally.
And drinking?
Occasionally, but it wasn't an everyday thing. Yes, sir.
When did your drug addiction, alcohol addiction, when did it get really severe?
It's not that it got bad. It's just that buttons were pushed that made it seem like it was bad when it really was.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't hear.
It's not that, I guess you could say no matter any chemical abuse, any abuse of alcohol is considered an addiction. So yes, you could say it was an addiction, but it's not that it was a bad addiction. Because even though all drug addictions are bad addictions, it's just that buttons were pushed, certain areas like manipulation and all that were pushed to cause reactions that made it seem like they were bad outbreaks.
Now, this was
I'm so sorry to interrupt. When you say buttons were pushed, what do you mean?
Like verbal manipulation, like basically like being told that I wasn't good enough or that, like basically like just a bunch of stuff like to get me down in my head or.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
now, would you say that in your relationship with Eliana, that you could have done, needless to say, you could have done things a lot different?
Yes, sir. I could have just walked away the first time we got into an argument, but I didn't. I don't And these past 7 months that I've been incarcerated, I've had a lot of time to reflect that God gave me many chances to leave and walk out that door. And many people told me, even my mom and my dad told me, like, hey, they're right, this is where I was gonna end up if I stayed in the relationship. And I still didn't listen. I decided to stay, and look where it got me. I spent 7 months in Barry County Jail.
And you know that no matter what she did, this is your responsibility.
Yes, correct. And I take full responsibility. I understand that, and I take full responsibility.
And so no matter what buttons were pressed or anything like that, none of that justifies any other
Yeah,
problem.
no, it doesn't.
That's the way.
Morning, Mr. Trevino.
Morning, sir.
You testify that you got the gun illegally,
Yes, sir.
and who did you get that gun from?
Somebody from the neighborhood.
Someone from the neighborhood, okay. You paid cash for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would you say your drug of choice is?
My drug of choice was marijuana,
Marijuana?
but it wasn't really a drug of choice. It just helped with like the backache, helped me go to sleep because I'm working long hours, up first thing in the morning.
Okay, you used other drugs too, didn't you?
Cocaine,
Okay, all right.
but that was once in a while. It wasn't a daily thing or nothing like that.
Okay, so you use marijuana more than cocaine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'd like to talk to you about this incident from January 24, 2025. So at that time, you were in a relationship with Eliana Contreras, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long had you guys been dating up to that point in time?
We had been together over a year. We've been together since May 17th of 2023. A little
Okay,
before then.
so almost 2 years.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, and you guys were living together, right?
Yes, sir. I was
Um,
back and forth between her place and our parents' place.
Okay. Which address is hers? Is hers 225 East Sherrill Drive?
Yes, sir.
All right. Excuse me. All right, so you were at her place on that day, right?
Yes, sir.
And probably wasn't a perfect relationship between you and Eliana, right?
No, sir.
You guys had your ups and downs, right?
Sir.
In fact, this day you guys got into an argument, right?
Yes, sir.
And she had broken up with you?
It was the other way around.
You had broken up with her?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that made you angry though, right?
Not really. It's just the fact that I tried to leave and she didn't really let me leave.
She didn't let you leave. Okay, so she never ran and locked herself into the bathroom on
She
that day?
did, but she had my truck keys.
Okay, so
but
she
she had-
did and she took your truck keys.
She
Okay,
had the phone and the keys.
all right. You ever made threats to kill her?
Maybe. I do not remember correctly.
Okay, so when she was in the bathroom, you do not remember saying, open the fucking door now or I'm going to start shooting?
No.
You don't remember saying that?
No, sir. Like I said.
All right.
I might have. I'm not gonna say I didn't, but
Okay, all right. Do you also remember putting a knife under the door, right?
no, sir.
You never did that.
I don't
Okay.
remember. I'm not saying I didn't do it, but I'm saying I don't remember.
You don't remember, so you might have done it.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you slid the gun under the door the whole time, right, while she's in there?
How can I say this? How is a 3-inch barrel 30 point gonna fit under a 1-inch crack?
Well, I mean, you told me, because it says here that's what you did.
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
No, sir.
In fact, you broke into the bathroom, right?
I hit the door and the top half broke. After that, I left it at that.
You looked at that, so you didn't pull her out of the bathroom?
No.
You never threw her on the bed?
No.
Okay. You never covered her mouth while she was on the bed?
No, sir.
Okay. And then that was at that point you tried to leave, right?
Sir,
And you didn't made any threats with her when you were leaving?
I might have. Yes, sir.
So you might have said you better watch your back because I'm coming back to kill you?
Okay, no, I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. All right. So you left and you came back later on, right?
I believe so.
And the house was locked, right? You couldn't get in?
No,
You can get in. Okay. And you tried to break in through the bathroom window, right?
no, sir.
You didn't try to do that. Okay.
No.
But you did get into the home, didn't you?
She eventually let me in and we talked.
She let you in. She didn't force you in?
No.
All right. And you pushed her on the bed, right? Because you guys got into another argument a second time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you pushed her on the bed and you began to put your hands around her neck, right?
I do not remember.
You don't remember. Okay. And you don't remember her coughing to the point where she felt like she was choking?
No, sir.
Okay, you don't remember that either. Okay. And at that point is when you left the second time, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to talk to you next about the incident that occurred 2 months later.
With the day I got arrested.
The day you got arrested in March. Yes, I want to talk to you about that. That also was at her place, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you guys got into another argument that day, right?
Yes, sir, in the morning.
In the morning.
She went through my phone and she found
Yes.
some stuff she didn't like.
Yes, exactly. She found that you were texting other girls, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that made you upset, right?
That she went through my phone because my phone was dead. So she went out of her way
Mhm.
to charge it. And at that, my phone has a Face ID. So she went out of her way to charge it
Mhm.
while I'm asleep and get my Face ID and
And
go through my
to
phone
go
without
through your
permission.
phone. Right, exactly. She didn't have your permission,
No, sir.
so that upset you.
Yes,
that
sir.
You went through your phone without your permission. Okay. So you got into an argument about that. And
Yes, sir.
it was at this point that you got angry and you started to assault her again, right?
I moved her out the way and I packed my stuff and I left.
You moved her out the way, so
I packed
you
my
shoved
stuff.
her?
Yes.
You
Yes,
pinned
sir,
her
I
down
did.
on the ground?
I didn't pin it on the ground, but I wouldn't mind. I shoved it out of my way so I can grab my stuff. I loaded it into my truck and I left.
Okay.
But did she put in the statement where
Hold
she
on.
was calling me from?
Hold on. I'm asking you questions here. Just hang on a second, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when you're packing up your things, that includes your gun, right?
No, sir. I didn't have a firearm on me.
You didn't have a firearm on you.
And they didn't
How would
want
how would you carry your gun when you did have it on you?
it stayed in the truck.
Stay in the truck, so you never had it on your person?
No, sir.
Ever?
No, sir.
So at no point in time you pinned her on the bed again?
No, sir.
At never point in time you put your hands over her mouth?
No, sir.
You never told her you're going to kill her?
No, sir.
You never put that gun in her mouth, right?
No, sir.
Okay. You never pointed it at her head?
No, sir.
And you never threatened her several times, not only you're going to kill her, you're going to kill her family.
No, sir.
You never said anything like
No,
that.
sir. I got along actually really well with her family, especially her little sister.
I'm glad. I'm glad you did. You ever hit her with that gun?
No, sir. I haven't.
Never.
Never.
All right. You ever showed Eliana the gun?
She had seen it. Yes.
She'd seen
She knew it was in the truck.
it in the truck. You ever brought it in the home?
No, sir.
All right. So she only saw it in the truck?
Yes, sir. It stayed in the truck.
Stayed in the truck the whole time. All right. So that was the first time, right? Then you got into an argument the next day, right?
When the day I got arrested,
Correct. That
got it.
morning,
that morning,
you got into an argument.
we only got in an argument that morning.
Yeah. Okay. So there was never multiple arguments?
That day was,
Just-
no, it was just that morning.
Just that morning, just the one. All right. And that was again because she went through your phone a second time, right?
No, that was when she went through my phone.
Went through your phone the first time. Okay. So there was never multiple times that she went through your phone?
No.
Okay.
Maybe the other times that we argued, maybe those first ones, but that one, the day I got arrested was just that morning.
Just that morning. Okay. And that made you angry, right? Again.
So like I said, I packed my stuff in my truck.
Packed your stuff and you tried to leave. Okay.
And that's when she contacted me through, I blocked her number because that's when we agreed we were done. And that's when she was contacting me through fake numbers and all that.
So she was reaching out to you.
Yes.
Okay. So you never put her on the bed and choked her a second time?
No, sir.
You never hit her in the face with the gun?
No, sir.
Never put your forearm into her neck?
No, sir.
You never tried to choke her by doing that?
No, sir.
You never told her my face is gonna be the last face you're gonna see?
No, sir.
Okay. And again, the second time around, you never threatened to kill her and her family, right?
No, sir. Like I said, I got along real well with her family.
I'm glad you did. I am glad. Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
No further questions.
I have a couple of questions. Any objection?
None from the state.
No, Judge.
Why did you do this?
I was, my buttons were pushing. I guess I just reacted. I honestly, I didn't know I ever could react that way. I've
All
never.
right, so your buttons were pushed on January 24th, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what buttons were pushed?
Basically verbal abuse, manipulation, and
And when you say manipulation, what do you mean by that?
basically like making it seem like I was the reason when we were arguing when it wasn't me. Or like that I was the root of all of our problems when it wasn't really.
All right, did your parents kick you out of their home?
No, ma'am.
Why didn't you just go back to your parents' house?
Like I said, I should have listened and
Well, no, not I should have. Why didn't you?
guess she said because I loved her and I thought we could work it out. As many times we've discussed it, we tried, and like I said, in the 7 months I've been here, I've seen that they were right. Everyone was right, even my boss.
I mean, don't everybody always see that
But,
people were right once they're at the jail? So why did you go back on March 14th?
we were on good terms then, and that's when she had went through my phone, and that's when she had seen messages with another girl.
So why didn't you just leave?
I did leave, and that's when she contacted me through.
Well, no, because there's a continuous violence here. So you have an assault, choking. They say impeding breath, but it's choking. Then you have an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, that's with a weapon. So all that happened on January 24th, 2025. And then you go back on March 14th, 2025, and that's where the continuous violence comes in.
Yes, because I admit I shoved her out of the way when I left. I loaded everything in my truck and I left, loaded all my stuff. Then when I was about maybe 5, 10 minutes away, she was still blowing up my phone through private numbers. I kept blocking them because, like I said, I had a number blocked. And so I ended up going back because she was there telling me, oh, to come back. So me being dumb, I went back. And once I pulled into the property, SAPD was right there.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. This is what I'm going to tell you. I listened to all the evidence that's presented. And usually when you have family members to come testify, they always wonder, maybe I should have said this. Did I say something wrong? Did I not do this? But they didn't say anything wrong. They gave me great insight into you. I realized that your mom and your dad loved you, your aunt loves you, your first cousin loves you. And I know that sometimes people make bad decisions. Sometimes people make mistakes. There's a difference between bad decisions and making a mistake. So with you, I understand that you're young, but you're not appropriate for probation. You have the aggravated assault on January 24th, 2025, along with the choking on January 24th, 2025. And then you go back. And when you go back, you commit another felony. So you're standing before me, and I realize you're young, but you're standing before me having committed 3 felonies, and every last one of them are violent felonies. So there are consequences for that. So, and cause number 2020-25 CR 007063, to count 3, the court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 00700, 2025 CR 007003. The state is taking in consideration 2025 CR 006031. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it's to help you with any drug, alcohol, or anger issues. And cause number 2025 CR 007003. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The court will give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 007000, 2025 CR 007063, taking consideration 2025 CR 006031. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant, therapeutic community, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And cause number 2025 CR 007000, there's a $1,500 fine. I'm sorry, the court is finding you guilty. There's a $1,500 fine, 8 years in the prison, credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 007003, 2025 CR 007063, taking consideration 2025 CR 006031. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant in the therapeutic community. Did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions and affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over that, you'll need to speak to your attorney. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're young. I know that prison is a rough place to be, but you're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to figure out why you get angry, and you're going to have to solve that. Otherwise, what's going to end up happening is you're going to keep coming back and forth to somebody's jail and somebody's prison. And when you go to prison, do not become institutionalized. Go there. You can get your education for free. You can get a trade for free. You can do all of that for free, so make good use of your time, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
In the end, the court sentenced Troy Trevino to 8 years in prison. The judge's decision was clear. She felt his repeated, violent actions showed he was too much of a risk to the community to be given probation. This case is a powerful example that the judge always has the final say. Even if the lawyers agree on a deal, the judge acts as a safeguard to make sure the punishment truly fits the crime. This brings up a couple of important questions for us to think about. When someone has a clean record but commits a very violent crime, how much should their clean past really matter during sentencing? Do you think judges should step in more often and reject plea deals in serious domestic violence cases to protect the public?